Good morning. And welcome to the Church of the River. I am Matt Holliday. I use he, him pronouns, and I am your worship associate for today. I'm joined by our worship leaders, acting director of Lifespan Faith Development, Jessica Lakeman, and our interim minister, Reverend Lynn Hopkins. In leading our special multi-generational worship service today, I invite you to join us in worship this morning with a spirit of curiosity and a willingness to engage with the unfamiliar. While some elements may differ from our usual Sundays, others will remain the same. Additionally, our children will be remaining in the sanctuary with us the entire service. While it is valuable for them to have their own time in dedicated spaces in classrooms, it is equally vital that we take time to worship together as a full community. Everyone is encouraged to engage with our soul work materials found on the bookshelves at the rear of the sanctuary, right back in that corner. Many folks of all ages find that busy hands make for a calm body and a focused mind.
You are all welcome here today. In the rich tapestry of languages, cultures, and diverse hues, each contributing to the mosaic of our shared humanity, you are welcome here. In the myriad of ways you navigate and express your gender, in the authenticity of self-expression, you are welcome here. In the depth and breadth of your love, in the myriad of forms it takes, you are welcome here. In the varied paths you walk and the livelihoods you pursue, in the stories etched into your journeys, you are welcome here. With the richness of traditions that shape your spiritual life, each thread adding to the fabric of our collective wisdom, you are welcome here. No matter the distance you've traveled nor the time you've been away, in every homecoming, you are embraced with open arms. You are welcome here. Whether your heart brims with laughter or weighs heavy with tears, in every emotion you bring to this sacred space, you are welcome here. So come, join us with open minds, loving hearts, and willing hands. Together, we embark on this journey of community and connection. You are welcome here today.
If you are new here, we are glad you have found us and hope that in this community you may experience the warmth and love of this congregation. If you'd like to learn more about us, you can find our newcomer form by scanning our QR code in the order of service, and we invite you to pick up a welcome bag from the credenza, the back, on your way out. If everyone would please take note of the announcements printed in your order of service. So we're no longer standing up here, it will be in your order of service, or you can scan the QR code to see the full list of announcements in this week's newsletter.
I now invite the music of our choir to draw us deeper into this moment as we enter into worship together.
Good morning. My name is Lynn Hopkins. It is my great honor to serve this congregation as its interim minister. As we gather here this morning on River Sunday, the annual ingathering of this congregation, I invite you into an hour of worship together with these words from the Reverend Gretchen Haley. There is no other day, no other hour, no other people, no other life. Everything we need is here. All the pieces, the possibilities, the ideas, and the partners. No saints or heroes required. No perfect plans or clear instructions. Only the will, the willingness to laugh, the willing heart, the heart filled with wonder. Only the stumbling, the forgiving, the showing up. Sometimes just the showing up. These ingredients for joy, for healing, for change, they are all here. And here is enough. We are enough for praise and thanksgiving. Come, let us worship together. As Matt lights our chalice this morning, please join me in speaking aloud our chalice lighting words printed in your order of service. We light this chalice
for the challenge of freedom, the goal of equality, and the warmth of community. May all who gather here offer and find the blessings of acceptance, loving kindness, and a grateful heart.
Please rise as you are willing and able and join with me in singing number 347 in your gray hymnal, Gather the Spirit. Good.
Gather the Spirit, harvest the power. Our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of this hour. Our service this morning centers around a story. I offer you the first part now. Long before there were towns or bridges, long before anyone built roads across the valley, there was only water and land. Rain fell on the mountain peaks. Snow melted into rivulets. Drop by drop, trickle by trickle, the water slid down, always downward, seeking the lowest point. At first, the water spread wide, soaking into fields, puddling in hollows, moving this way and that. But over time, as it flowed, it pressed into the land. The soft places gave way, carving little channels. The hard stones redirected the water's path. Slowly, steadily, the land became a container, and the water gathered into a river. The river was alive with motion. Some days it tumbled fast and frothy, laughing against the rocks. Some days it shimmered, glassy and still. Some days it tumbled fast, laughing against rocks, some mirroring clouds above. Every season brought change. In the spring, the river swelled with snowmelt, rushing and roaring. In the summer, it grew shallow and warm, sliding gently through sand and reeds. In autumn, leaves spun circles on its surface. In winter, it carried ice in slow silence. And always it flowed between the banks. I wonder if you have ever watched water finding its way, sliding across a stone, pooling in a hollow, gathering into a stream. Have you seen that? I wonder what it feels like to be the water, moving freely, yet always guided by that which holds you. The river could not be a river without its container. Without banks, it would spread thin across the valley floor, a flood soaking everything but nourishing little. But with banks, it can move steadily, carrying life wherever it touches. And the land, too, was changed by the river. The grasses drank deep at its edges. The roots of willows stretched long and thirsty into its flow. The stones were smoothed and polished, their sharp edges softened by years of water's touch. Even the air above the river was cooler, alive with birds and insects carrying the smell of wet earth. I wonder if the land ever noticed how much the river gave to it. Green fields, tall trees, life along every edge. I wonder if the river and the land knew how much they shaped each other. The people of the valley noticed. They saw that the water and land depended on one another. The river could be no stronger than its banks. The banks could be no more alive than the river that flowed between them. Together, they made something steady and strong, something life-giving. And the people began to wonder, if the river depends on its container, what about us? What gives shape to the flow of our lives together? What holds us steady when the waters rise too high or grow too low?
Tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, 'twill be our delight, till by turning, we come round. Tis the gift to be simple, tis the gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, 'twill be our delight, till by turning, we come round. Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight.
Please join me, if you would, in a spirit of prayer. As we are gathered here this morning, many people of different paths and different perspectives. We gather nonetheless in one purpose: love. Love in all of its manifestations and all of its implications. Love that bears our grief and our lament, that holds our hope and our promise. Love that binds us despite difference and disagreement. Love that enables us to recognize our kinship, our connection, our oneness with one another. It is this love, active and embodied, relentless and transformational, that we call on right now. I invite all of those gathered this morning to bring to mind the ones that you love who are in need of healing, comfort, or assurance this morning, whether near or distant, family or friend or stranger or yourself. I invite you to speak aloud the names of the ones you carry in your heart this morning. Boldly or quietly speak them now into this holy space. All of us and all of those whom we speak and all who remain unspoken know the embrace of love and the assurance of peace as we stand together, standing on faith with gratitude and compassion in abiding hope. Amen. May it be so.
We now take an offering that allows us to exercise that all-important generosity of spirit and to support this church in its many ministries. Donations may be made by scanning the QR code in your printed order of service, via text to 901-350-2686, or on the website at www.churchoftheriver.org. As we collect this offering, I invite you to hold this question in your heart. What helps create a container strong enough for the life of this church community to flow? So let me read that again. While we're taking the offering, please think about this. What helps create a container strong enough for the life of this community to flow? And as the music moves through the room, let that question move through you as well. The gifts of the congregation will now be most gratefully given and received.
And now we return to the story of the river and its banks. Each year when the summer's heat softened into the autumn's breeze, the people of the valley gathered by the river. It was their way of remembering. On that day, every person carried something in their hand, a stone. The stones were never the same. Some were pale and smooth, polished round by years of tumbling in the current. Some were dark and heavy, as if they had only recently broken free from a larger rock. Some had flecks of color that shone in the sunlight, rust red, sparkling quartz, swirls of green. Each stone carried its own story, written over ages of time. The children loved to search the river shallows for their stone, crouching low and turning pebbles in their hand until each one felt just right. Adults sometimes carried a stone they had saved all year, resting it on a windowsill or keeping it in a pocket, holding it tight in times of prayer, waiting for this day. When the people arrived at the riverbank, they formed a great circle. The river rushed or meandered nearby, depending on the year. They held their stones close and felt the weight of them, smooth or rough against their palms. And as they stood there, they remembered what they had seen year after year, that the strength of the river comes from the land that contains it. And the strength of their life together comes from the container they create. I wonder if the people ever felt themselves to be like the stones, each one small, seemingly insignificant, but together shaping something so strong. I wonder if they ever marveled at how their separate lives, when joined together, could guide the flow of an entire community. Before placing their stones, the people turned to one another, not loudly, not to the whole gathering, but gently, neighbor to neighbor, face to face. Each spoke a simple word or phrase about what this stone holds, what helps to create the container that holds the river and holds the community together. And I invite you now to do the same. Turn to someone near you and share just a word or two about what helps to form the container of this community, what helps it remain steady, what gives it strength, what allows it to flow.
Commitment.
And so the circle fills with a quiet hum, the sound of many voices overlapping and woven together. And the river listens, and the land listens. I wonder what it felt like in that circle to hear so many offerings at once. I wonder if the river carried those words and intentions downstream to places that these people would never see. Then, one by one, the people walked to the river's edge. Some placed their stone in silence. Some whispered a prayer. Some breathed out a hope for what might come next. Stone by stone, year after year, the river's container became strong, strong enough to hold, strong enough to guide, strong enough to let the waters of life flow. And the people understood that the river cannot choose its banks, but they could shape the container of their shared life. They could decide how they would engage, what they would give, how they would ground themselves in values deep and strong enough to carry them forward. And so the river flowed, and the people flowed with it, steady and alive, held by the banks that they had shaped together. I invite you to stand now as you are willing and able and join me in singing number 360 in your gray hymnal, Here We Have Gathered. Welcome again to River Sunday 2025. We are gathered this morning in celebration of this community that we have formed here on the banks of the Mississippi River. Each of us, hopefully, grabbed a river stone as we came in today or had it passed to you as you sat. Today, we're going to let these stones represent each of us. All of us have been changed and shaped by the flow of time and events, just like these rocks have been made smooth by the flow of water over time.
This morning, we are going to engage with a ritual of gathering. Each of us is going to take a moment now I invite you to hold your stone tightly in your hand. Whether it be one you brought from home, from somewhere in your life, or one you grabbed as you came into the sanctuary today. Hold your stone tightly and think of everything that you will bring to this program year here at Church of the River. We each bring our own unique gifts and talents, as well as our own desires and needs. All of who we are is welcome here and is accepted as a gift to this congregation.
In a moment, I'm going to invite you to come forward and place your rock, full now with your intentions, into a communal bowl representing all of us as individuals coming together in community. On your way to the bowl, you will have the option to come to a microphone and speak aloud a single word that represents what you bring into this community. Matt Holliday will be in the back. Jessica and I will be here so that you can choose whichever is most comfortable and easier on your body. It is all one collection that will be joined together, one gathering of stones and spirits.
After the service today, these stones will be transferred into a vase. You may notice, those of you who are familiar with our sanctuary, over the past year, we had sitting on this table a vase full of rocks with bamboo growing out of it. Those were the stones from last year's Ingathering ritual. And this week, Reverend Lynn and I will take those stones and give them back to our river and replace them with the stones offered here today. They will hold and be symbolic of our container we create to hold the life of our congregation through the coming year. I invite us to start at the rear. We will have some music. Matt is going to go to the back. I believe there's a mic back there. As Reverend Lynn said, you are welcome to either come forward to this bowl or to use the bowl at the back to bring your rock and share one word about what you offer to this community this year. Welcome to begin now. No, you don't have to say a word. Do you want to put it in the bowl? Do you want to say a word?
Love. Authenticity.
Jackson, can we get the handheld on?
Heart.
Joy.
Peace.
Wonder.
Cheerleading. Hope.
service.
Community.
Curiosity.
Laughter.
Humility.
Nice job.
I'm bringing hope with my rock. Our church in the world. Pigeon.
Pigeons. We love pigeons.
Joy.
Commitment. Since I hear there wasn't a mic in the back, is there anyone else who would like to offer their word for this year? I can repeat it into the microphone. Not to put anyone on the spot.
May all of the gifts and talents we bring be graciously accepted and embraced in community. May all of us find a spiritual home and sanctuary here on the river, today and all days into the future. Our closing hymn today is from the other hymnal, the paperback teal hymnal, The Fire of Commitment, number 1028. If you will rise as you are willing and able, this one has some energy behind it.
From the light of days remembered, burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into face and free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our
And just as we lit our chalice at the beginning, we shall close our worship by extinguishing our flame. As Matt extinguishes the chalice, I invite you to repeat after me our chalice extinguishing words. As we extinguish this flame, may the spirit of freedom guide our actions.
May the spirit of freedom guide our actions.
May equality be our constant pursuit.
May equality be our constant pursuit.
And may the bonds of community remain strong.
And may the bonds of community remain strong.
May we carry the blessings of acceptance.
May we carry the blessings of acceptance,
Loving kindness, and a grateful heart, that we may offer them to a bruised and hurting world. Amen.
Beloveds, may you be blessed by the legacy of this church with gratitude for the unbroken line of Unitarians and Universalists who have gathered here for more than 100 years. May you be blessed by the present moment, full of uncertainty and change, as it is formed by your hands and your voice and your spirit together in collaborative creativity. May you also be blessed by the future, yet unknown, yours to create in this community of commitment. Our service has ended. May our service begin.